Hey everyone, welcome to Match of the Week, Week 5 this time around. This time it's a 2003 game between the red-hot Milwaukee Brewers and Natetastic 28 and Anjou pays and his very out-of-character Little Angels compared to his Evil Rays of 2001. Hey everyone, it's Alex, and before this game starts, I do want to remind everyone that we have a very special event coming up here on the Twitch channel. It's the charity stream. This is to celebrate the second year of our website, backyardsports.online. That is a correct URL. You type that in, you'll find our Backyard Sports Online website, where you can find out how to play this game online. And so for this charity stream, as you can see, every little cent that is given to us will be given to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Very important stuff they're doing. We got some special guest teams facing off in online baseball. Ooh boy, that's going to be very fun. Very important also, you will see the finals of the winners bracket between Jibbo and JY Knight, I believe it is. Those two will be facing off against each other in the Gauntlet. So they both should have won themselves a spot in the Humongous League for next year's, not next year's, but next season's BBOL, next season's BBOL season. So BBOL season 4, naturally. And meanwhile, there's still a loser's bracket going on. The winner of this winner's game will play the winner of the loser's bracket, and that will be the final game of the Gauntlet. And the winner of that, of course, will just win the Gauntlet, of course. But they will also have proven themselves worthy to be in the Humongous League. Also, we got some very special guests we're going to interview on Sunday. So please go ahead. If you got nothing going on Sunday, go ahead. Please consider joining us for that event. We hope that you really much enjoy it. Now, of course, that we have gotten that out of the way, I think it's time we play some baseball. So, I'm going to quickly go to team databases here. That way I know what I'm doing. It's very important that I know who's playing and what player does which. It's very important that I know this. Otherwise, I'm just going to blabble. And we don't like blabbling over here. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I hope you are doing very well. I hope you all are getting sleep. I did. I got some very good sleep. CRK, glad to see you're doing well. Oh yeah, this is very important news. Apparently Jalen Brunson tweeted out, "Hey, how do I play this game?" And hey, we know how to play this game, so I'm not saying tweet at him and be like, "Join this." I was like, don't do that. You know, I beg and plead of you, don't do that. The NBA preseason is currently going on. I think if we want him to play the game, we should just show him how to play the game first. And if he likes it, the option is there for him. But, of course, we don't want him, doing anything crazy while the NBA season is about to start. I didn't know who Jalen Brunson was until, like, about 4 or 5 hours ago when he tweeted that. Oh, Gotland's going great, CRK. I appreciate you checking in on me. I lost to JY Knight in the semis of the winner's bracket, so I gotta work my way back up, of course, but we'll see what happens. All right, enough formalities. Let's go ahead and get into this very anticipated game. Very anticipated game. So, Anjou is currently 3-1. He's got his Little Angels. Of course, he had the first trade of the season, trading with, believe it or not, me, trading the rights to the name Angels. I was going to be the Angels again this year, but he was like, but what if I was the Angels compared to my 2001 Evil Rays? And I was like, whoa, that's genius, do it. And thus, that was the first trade of the season. Anyways, let's take a look at these Little Angels. We've got Kenny Kawaguchi pitching, of course. We got Nomar Garciaparra in left, Ichiro in center, Olive Haldi in right. We got both Weber twins at shortstop and third, Terry Vega at second, and Jeff Cornine at first, and Edra Travolta at catcher. A pretty decent all-around team, especially offensively. There's not a single person under four speed. There's only 2 people under 6 speed, so that's also a huge one. But the hitting is also a very good points. But also, we have the Milwaukee Brewers, who in their last game scored 88 runs. Yeah, 88 runs. I believe it either ties or breaks the current rBBL record. So, who's responsible for this? Well, Perry Marks is pitching. David Marion's in left. Gwen Sears is in center. Melissa Waters is in right. Francis Bluer is shortstop. Fernando Diaz is at third. Jerry Himchel is at second. Peggy Heffernan is at first. And Tanya Lesko is catching. So there are your Milwaukee Brewers that scored 88 runs against Marco and the Wombats last week. So let's see if they can continue their red hot streak today as I go ahead and set up this. Okay, ties all-time record, breaks loser record. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. Very good stuff. And nothing of this. I think it's time we watch the game.
Time for some baseball. Have no fear. The Angels way ball. On the mound today is
There's Perry Marks. Now, the lineups I just described are the defensive lineups for the AI that they set up for everyone.
the way. Kenny Kawaguchi.
It could be the same, it could be different on the user side, we'll find out. All we know is that Kenny Kawaguchi is leading things off for these Angels. Here's the first pitch from Perry Marks. Ooh, a very sneaky left hook, but it just barely goes foul. And we are underway here in Scrapeco Field. Scrapeco Yard? It's a junkyard. That one's going foul.
0-2.
Two relatively hittable pitches. I think Kenny Kawaguchi might be able to get himself a single here if he gets another one. There's a good one. It's going to go over Marks' head.
That'll keep you on.
But an easy play there for one of the three blondes. One of the three top blondes of this team.
Gotta be kidding me.
One away.
And here comes
There's Ichiro.
this kid can walk the walk.
That's Francis Bluer at shortstop. Ichiro batting .636. A very good average to start the first half of the season off. Ooh, those are some very sneaky hooks there from Perry Marks. That's strike two. They might not be strong, but they can still fool someone. That's a ball. Outside.
Here's the windup. The delivery.
Fouled behind him.
The windup. The delivery.
That one's going to be slapped into right over to Jerry Winchell for out number 2. Now Terry Vega.
He comes center. Throws it.
It's a high slow ball. Ball 1.
2 out. He's ready now. The
Another slow ball. They love the slow ball, and this one's just inside enough to be called strike.
and the count is 1-1.
Terry has a 23 contact, but his power swing is an 88. That one's fouled behind him again. 1-2. He's got some pretty good aggression and coordination. 87 aggression and 89 coordination. So it's probably a good thing that he's at second.
That was ball 2.
You can stay alert for those balls that go over in that area. It's also a good thing because his arm is only a 23.
Here's the pitch.
That's a fly ball into left. That one's going into the junkyard. 1-0. Nice hit from Terry Vega. A nice 376 there from our good friend Terry Vega. As I simply have forgotten to bring up the stat sheet to see what number home run that was. There's Nomar Garcia-Parra. Ooh, a 900 batting average. That is very good.
Ready now. He throws it. Strike. And the count is 0-1.
That is a strike.
From the windup and the delivery.
That is another strike.
And the count is 0-2. The target goes up. Here's
That one's another one of those sneaky little weak hooks, but it's a ball. Just a little high that time.
he comes center and the delivery.
It's going to be a little bit low this time.
2-2.
Perry Marks' hooks are 8 and 10. So they do not move that much, but they're enough that you could probably get a good strike. Nomar Smart like that's going to hit one over the left. A good catch there from Davey Marion, who is going to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Of course, slow ball legend Kenny Kawaguchi on the mound for the Angels. Ball 1. Davey Marion's got a 928 batting average. He's going to look at strike 1. Not too hittable. I say not too hittable. It possibly could have been hittable. It probably didn't feel like it. It feels like that one, though, and it fouls behind him. A ground ball over to a Weber twin. But a dive, and the ever so quick Davey Marion gets on first for a leadoff single. Now here's Gwen Sears. A ground ball. That one's gonna get past everyone for a base hit. Dave's gonna stay at second, even though there's a little bit of miscommunication there over in shallow center field. Let's bring up Peggy Heffernan with 2 on. Very good opportunity here for a blast. Peggy is very good at what she does. So good, in fact, she was, I believe, the big factor in the 88-run game last week. She was able to get herself hitter of the week in this division. She's gonna dribble that one right in front of Kenny. I was gonna pass Kenny, actually. Is everyone gonna be safe? Yes, everyone's gonna be safe. The bases are loaded. So the bases are loaded here with nobody out for Francis Brewer. Very exciting stuff, but not a good situation for the Angels right now, the AI Angels. That's another foul. That's another foul. Kenny, bases load, 0-2 count. Gonna reach for that one, and it's gonna be foul. That probably could have been a ball, could have been, who knows. That's a sharp line drive. That's gonna hit the wall, that's gonna score the Brewers' first run. That's gonna score 2 runs, actually. And it's a 2-1 ball game. As Francis Brewer with a 2-run, no out double. Good hitting there. Now here's Perry Marks. I do apologize, the 88-run game happened 2 weeks ago, not 1. That's a pop fly. K-Man's got it. Good play. 1 out with 2 on. Tanya, let's go. K-Man throws a decent hook. A little too outside. That's another hook. Not as good as the right hook. Ball 2. Ball 3. This could be a walk. Very much could be a walk. We'll see if AI Kenny throws one in the strike zone. You could argue that's not in the strike zone. I will argue that that's not in the strike zone, but Clanky is Clanky, so strike 1. Ball 4, and Tanya Let's Go land on first. Here comes Jerry Winchell. That's a strike. Jerry Winchell is the defending Clanky Award winner from last year when he was on the Pirates. That's strike 2. He's also decent with the bat. And decent with the eye as well. Ball 1. 1-2 now. String and a miss. String and a miss. I will not correct myself. String and a miss. That is AI Kenny's first strikeout today. Now Fernando Diaz. Inside for a ball. Kenny Kawaguchi with that legendary slow ball of his. Out of the way. Low for ball 2.
No rice balls here. Come on, hurry up. Swing.
That was hittable, but probably not what Nate wanted in this scenario. Strike 2. 2-2 now with 2 out. Maybe try and foul some off, see if you can get a hit and run situation with a 3-2 count. But easy play for Kenny. That'll be it for the Brewers. But 2 runs here in the bottom half of the first. The score is 2-1. The Angels have Ashley Weber coming up now. A classic line in this game. They want to play tennis, can't you tell? Perry marks, 0-1 count. Inside for ball 1. Looks hittable. A sharp hit over to Jerry. Easily fields it for out number 1. Here's Jeff Conine. Jeff has the best line in Backyard Baseball 2003. He says, "I see you don't have a Jeff on your team. Why not pick me?" Of course, every time I hear that, I can't help but pick him. And with hitting like that, you know, why wouldn't you want him on your team? Good hit there by Jeff Conine. Not too fast, oh, he'll stay at first. For Sydney Weber. Sydney not as successful at the plate as her other half, Ashley. That's a high slow ball for strike 1. That's a slow ball for ball 1. We're looking at some slow pitches here today from Perry Marks. Here's pitch 26. Another one. This one's low and outside. 2-2 now. Up. Catcher, will she get it? No, she will not. This should be an easy throw out. Ooh, but the arm saves the day for Jeff Conine. That'll bring up Olive Haldy. M's 2 balls now. Ooh, early swing there. Strike 1. 2 on, 1 out now for the Angels. The pitch by Perry. Ball 3. The hook unable to succeed this time. That looks in there. Yes, it is. Oh, dear. I don't think it's in there, but it's definitely a strike. Was it hittable? Who knows? Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That upper inside corner, just as devilish as the lower inside corner. 2 away. Let's see what Ezra Travolta has for us. The hook is very outside and very unsuccessful. Ball 1. The fastball has popped up behind everyone, fouled away. With a spitball, but that's one popped up very, very deep. Running over there is Marion. He's going to be there in time for out number 3. Very, very unfortunate situation. Very unlucky for those Angels, but now the Brewers are up. See how much damage they can do in the bottom of the second. Starting with Melissa Waters. That one's looped over to Weber. Off of Weber's head! And he does not have that good of an arm, unfortunately. So Melissa Waters is safe on first. Adding on to her already very high average. Speaking of high averages, here's Davy Marion. Gonna look at strike one. Oh dear, Melissa's in a little bit of a pickle, but she slides in safely at first. There goes the hit and run opportunity for the Brewers. Davy's just gonna have to hit one past the infield. Not something, you know, that's impossible. A liner. That's past the infield. That's gonna be 2 on with nobody out again. Now up is Gwen Sears. You talk about high average. You talk about a good team. That one's fouled behind everyone. Let's just go ahead and break down the league leaders of the Backyard League right now. As that one is fouled away. Peggy has 11 home runs. She leads the league. Jerry is not too far behind her with 6. Batting average, Gwen and Davy both lead the league with a 964 and 930 something average. Though these high averages are not too hard to come by. Fly ball, center field. Ichiro is there. Will he catch it? No, he won't. Ichiro out at second, though. Melissa Waters is safe at third. 1 out with runners at the corners. That'll bring up, I believe, Peggy. Yes, Peggy. Yeah, the Mariners have a lot of people with 800 batting average. Fouled behind everyone. Strike one. The Brewers have 2 out of 4 players with 900 averages. Will Ichiro catch this one? Yes, he will, but that'll be an... yes, it will go past the intended cutoff, and that will be a 3-0 game on a sacrifice fly by Peggy Heffernan. Now Frances Brewer. Getting with another slow ball. Fly ball, that one's going straight into the junkyard. Just barely down the line, but fair. That'll be a 2-run blast from Frances Brewer. Those poor retro cars. Everyone in town has a lot of old cars here. Perry marks. Ooh, RBI count. That's another huge one. Peggy has 42. 43 now. That's another deep one into center field. Will Ichiro get that one? Oh, it's off his head again. And Perry lands at first with a single. Very well aware of the arm that Ichiro has, who will stay at first, even though that was a relatively deep hit ball. Here's Tanya. Let's go. Well, listen to this. 42 RBIs is Peggy. The next closest is 32. So that's huge. Perry has 21. Davey has 19. Gwen has 16. And Jerry has 16. So the big draw here is that the Mariners and Brewers are both big threats in the backyard division. Good catch there by Ichiro to end the second. Now here's Kenny to lead off the third. High and outside, ball one. You asked, do the Angels have anyone? Have anyone on the leaderboards? And to answer your question, as I scroll on down, is yes, Kenny Kawaguchi has struck out 10 players, and that is enough to get him on the leaderboard. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He is 10th in strikeouts. So there you go. He also is 4th in WHIP with a solid buck, and his ERA is a 2.25. Perry with a walk. That's going to bring up Ichiro. That's a big threat now. Kawaguchi has the buff. And Ichiro is at the bat. And we know how good Ichiro is with the bat. Ooh, Kenny going for the hit and run. Doesn't quite work out. That's low, but it's a strike. Outside, ball 2. The 2-1 pitch from Marks. Oh, that is unfortunately a strike. That didn't look too hittable. So it's probably a good thing that Ichiro watched that one. That looks much more hittable. Ichiro's going to ground that one past into the gap in right field. That'll be another base hit. 2 on again with nobody out. Let's see if Terry Vega can go 2 for 2. By 2 for 2, I mean 2 home runs. Ball 1. That one's outside, ball 2. That one is inside this time for ball 3. Perry. Gotta throw a strike here. And he does. A very sneaky strike. With a very sneaky pitch like that. Not too bad to curve hook, but Perry is done for. He is gassed. That'll bring up Davey Marion to pitch. Strike 2. That's a much better hook. My goodness. That is a 94 left hook. There's another left hook. That's going to be a ground ball. Terry will advance Ichiro and Kenny to scoring position for Nomar Garciaparra. Nomar's a good all-around player. Just in general, none of his main stats are under 50. So that is a good all-around sign. His arm's a 72, his coordination's an 89, his eye is a 77. That's a slap into right field. Will that score another run? Yes, it will. Will that score 2, though? Ichiro's quite fast. Yes, it will. 3-0. That was very close as Nomar was like going to second. The ball was like right next to him, but Jerry was just a little too slow to grab the ball and make the tag, so very sneaky 2-run double for Nomar Garciaparra, a returner to the Angels team in 2003. That go past the infield. Yes, it will. Ashley Weber, that's going deep into the outfield. Will Nomar go home? He trips, but he should be able to go home. He will be able to score 4-0 here, which makes the score 4-2. Jeff Conine. The pitch from Marion. Good fastball. Marion's fastball is his best pitch, 100. So that goes fast. Jeff fouls it behind him. Jeff's swing and his hitting are both a 72, so pretty solid. That one's going into right, but Jerry, ooh, a good stop by Jerry nonetheless. 2 away. And that brings up Sydney Weber. Ooh, good fastball. That's low and inside, but is a little too low. Ball 1. That one's going to be hit into shallow center, and it's caught for out number 3. But a 3-run top of the 3rd of the Angels puts them up 4-2. 4-5. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that there was a. I forgot that Nate scored some more in the bottom of the 2nd. It's 4-5. So it's still a very close game here, almost halfway through the matchup. But Nomar Garcia-Parra is now pitching for the Angels. Jerry Winchell is up for the Brewers. Jerry's been doing well offensively for these Brewers. He's got to foul that one behind him. That's a grounder. Nomar's got this one. The throw to first, 1 away. Fernando Diaz now up for the Brewers. Watches strike 1. Takes a couple of practice swings. Diaz, a little bit of a speedster, can probably get on base with a hit in the direction of third base, or if he gets one past the outfield, just past the infield, excuse me. That's 1 and 2. That's a sharp hit. The opposite direction, but it's foul. That's inside, that little hook there. Another weak hook, but you know that any hook honestly is deceptive. We got a full count now on Fernando Diaz. That's a sharply hit ball down the line. Ooh, I believe that. No, is he gonna make it? Yes, barely. Barely gets there safely. Now we got a hit and run. Melissa Waters. The opposite field. Ooh, everyone was fooled, but Jeff's there. Out 1. Ooh, but Melissa's barely makes it in time. It probably would have been safe anyway because of Nomar's late grab there. But there's 2 away as the Brewers narrowly avoid a double play. Davey Marion, strike 1. A little too high. That fastball is can really get you when it's only coming at you at like less than a second speed. Ooh, good hook there from Nomar Garcia-Parra, strike 2. Marion's gonna slap that one into left. Kenny Kawaguchi with the easy. Oh, it goes past. That's an unfortunate drop by Terry Vega out there in second. And now there's 2 on with 2 out. Gwen Sears. Gwen Sears is going to hit this one into right. That's a dive. Melissa's chugging her way to third. She barely makes it. The bases are loaded for Peggy. Very good situation here for the Brewers. Fouled behind her. Strike 1. Peggy's got good power, but her contact is only like a 30. Fouled again. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 2 strikes. That one's deep. That one's very deep. That one is a grand slam. Junkyard edition. Peggy Heffernan does it again for the red-hot Milwaukee Brewers. It is now 9-4. 404 error Brewers out of control. Refresh your page, please. Now we got Francis Bluer. Inside fastball, and Omar's a little mad. Francis Bluer, red hot today. Home run and a double. That one's also very deep, but Ichiro, that might go off the wall. It will go off the wall. It will go off of Ichiro's head, actually. Francis Bluer, aware of her surroundings, aware of the good defense, the good line of defense there that would easily get her out with the cutoffs. Will stay at first. Perry Marks is going to come to the bat now. Low. Very low. That one's high. Nomar unable to find a strike zone thus far in this at-bat. There, he's found it. Perry's fouled it behind him. Swing and a miss, strike two. A little too high. Fouled away again. Keeping that whole hit and run situation up there, especially with 2 outs. Ooh, tough pitch. Good play by Nomar and his wonderful little hook. That'll get the Angels out of that situation. Score is 9-4 Brewers. So let's see what these Angels have to say about that. That's a grounder. Olive, quite fast, will get to first. Not that it mattered because a little drop there at first. But a good start for these Angels. Here's Ezra. Ezra to Travolta. With 1 on. Here in the top of the 4th. Fouled away. Ezra's got fantastic stamina. A 91 in stamina. That's a ground ball. Ooh, slightly gets past the shortstop. Out at second, but Ezra Travolta is able to make it to first. Regardless, that is some good defense by Francis Bluer. K-Man up now. Marion. Fastball. Kenny Kawaguchi. Uh-oh, they were prepared for this one. Out at second, but Kenny is safe at first. Very quick. Now we got Ichiro. Ichiro's hitting is an 85 in this game, which is just absolutely unfair. His batting, his hitting should be, his contact should be a 100. But, you know, this was early in the season. They were like, "Ooh, how good is this Ichiro fella?" Caught by Bluer just barely before it hit the ground, and that's out number 3. But look what happened to the top of the 4th. Look at what the AI did. This ball's going a little bit past everyone. They sent a Weber home. Oh no, but Jerry goes around the ball. So the score is now 8-4. Now we go to the bottom half. Hey everyone, it's our good pal Tanya Lesko, the catcher. Tanya was... Ooh, that's a good hit. Deep into left field. Is that going to go to the Cars? It will. Losing that run, they gain it right back. Again, it's 9-4. Good line drive hit there from Tanya. This is correct. This is correct. The Brewers are the home team, so they get the extra. Yeah, does the multiplier count with the... If the run differential... If the run differential is this... It would be 11 to 4? Okay. Alright. It's very important. It is 11 to 4 now. I guess regardless of the run differential, if you score 10... Jerry grounds out, and that is the first out of the bottom half of the fourth. Fernando Diaz. Sidney Weber now. Good hook, but is fouled. Uh-oh, elevator pitch. Fernando fouls that one behind everyone. That one's fouled again. Sydney's got good, decent pitches, all except for her right hook. That's the third elevator pitch in a row, and it's fouled off. All three elevators fouled off. Got a hook now. That one's hit. Barely foul into left. A grounder straight to Weber. Should be out number 2. And it is. Now I got Melissa Waters. 2 for 2 today. The pitch by Weber. Ooh, early swing there. Strike 1. Fouled behind her. Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 3, but another run for the Brewers will get them another run. Oh, no! Peggy Heffernan cuts the Angels' lead down to 3. And Jerry with an opposite field shot. Cut the lead down to 1. Very unfortunate circumstance for Anjou and the Angels. But Terry is up. Terry, of course, had a home run, so perhaps Terry will be able to get the Angels back in this game. A grounder. Easy pickup throw by Diaz, out number 1. There's Nomar. The ever so consistent Nomar Garciaparra. My guess is that every time you swing... every time you swing after a pitch, it'll just speed up the, Ooh, a fly ball into left. Very gassed, but Perry is there to make the catch for out number 2. Here's Ashley Weber now. She's going to ground this one. Bluer, throw to first. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the 4th. Top of the 5th, excuse me. Now we go to the bottom of the 5th. The red-hot Davy Marion. Inside ball 1. Another hook. Ball 2. That's an inside strike. Another good hook there from Sid Weber. A 2-2 count now on Davy Marion. The swing and a sharp line drive. Right to Ichiro. But Davy's quite quick. Not the best throw there from Ichiro, however, so... We got Gwen Sears up with the steal threat. Ball 1. A pixel or 2 to the southwest, and it would have been a strike, I'm sure. Much like that pitch right there. which paints the upper outside corner very well. However, Gwen is still Gwen, so... A grounder. Little dribbler in front of Sid Weber. Dribbles enough that everyone is safe. Saw it again. 2 on with nobody out. Oh dear. Oh dear. The ever so reliable Peggy Heffernan now. Oh, that's a shot, but it's foul. Had that grand slam a couple innings ago to really blow this game wide open. That's a pop-up. That might be called infield. Yep. Now we got Francis. A triple is needed for the cycle here. Francis has the double, the single, and the home run. Well, here's an opportunity. Oh, Weber's there, though. Oh, but it's off Weber. Everyone is safe. The bases are loaded with 1 away. Ooh, Perry Marks can hit the ball. Can hit the ball quite far. That one's too outside to hit the ball one. Inside. Low, ball 2. Weber in a bit of a jam here. That's going to be another ball. 3-0. Maybe you should switch with Ashley. No one will be the wiser. No one will notice either. Pop fly. That's another infield fly, 2 outs. Tanya Lesko with the bases loaded now. Tanya Lesko is the statted clone for Jose Canseco in the original, the 2001 game, but in this game I think her clone is, not her clone, but she's the clone of Greg Vaughn, so her power goes down, but her hitting is still pretty good. Caught by Ichiro in center for out number 3, but oh no, what happened in the bottom of the 5th? Davey Marion with a bunt. And, oh, that's a double play. Oh, that means the Angels get a power up. That's a reverse double play. First you throw to first and then you throw to second. So, here's an opportunity for the Angels, and with that screaming line drive. You're in the top of the 6th. This is their best chance here with a screaming liner in their itinerary. Davey with an high outside hook, excuse me. This one's a little too high. Ball 1. 1-2 pitch now to our good friend Jeff. Friendly neighborhood Jeff. Low, ball 2. That one's going to be low again. Oh, swing and a miss, strike 3. Unfortunately, Anjou was fooled there. Sydney watches the inside hook. Very good hook. That is a very good hook from Davey Marion. Remember, he has that 100 hook. Slow ball. Absolutely spanked into left field. Trapped over there by Perry Marks. Olive is the one. Olive is the person you use for the screaming line drive. Let's see if she uses it. She needs a good hittable pitch. That is low ball too. Sharply hit down center field. That's going to go past everyone. Weber is going to third. Think Weber will be able to go home? I think Weber will be able to go home. Let's see.
She laced a double. That was a double.
She will be able to go home. And that is a good hit by Olive Haddle. Haddle? Is it Haddle? Sorry, I'm so used to Olive Hussein. I apologize. But it is now 2-9.
The windup and the offering. Strike. 0-1.
Hall D. Hall D. Olive Hall D.
The windup.
My apologies. Ezra Travolta fouls it behind. 0-2.
From the windup. Cuts to the plate.
Ezra.
Hung on. Smack.
Good hit into right center field. Oh dear. As off of Gwen Sears' glove. Will that go past? No.
Next up.
K-Man now with one out. Runners at the corners.
Coming at you.
Kenny wants to do some hit and run action.
The windup and the offering.
There's a strike.
Breaks for it.
Ooh. Too good of an arm. Tanya has too good of an arm here
One out.
to go for that second base steal.
From the windup.
I don't even think that was hit and run. I think that was just a straight up steal opportunity. Will that go foul? No, it won't. Out of second.
See, that kid doesn't feel too good about making an out, Sonny. And that's an out. And here comes
Here's our good friend Ichiro.
wherever he wants.
Everyone here is our good friend,
Hit is
I think.
amazing. 2 outs.
Surely you're friends with Ichiro, right?
The delivery.
Famed,
And the count is 1-0.
famed baseball player Ichiro. The best player to ever come out of Japan, Ichiro.
Target goes up. Cuts to the plate.
And now with Shohei Ohtani, I guess that's a little debatable.
Swing at that.
The 1-1 pitch
Line.
from Ichiro. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Well, even with Shohei Ohtani and Ichiro, you still have players like Sadaharu O. Hideki Matsui was also really good. And of course, the pitchers Hideo Nomo.
The stretch. The 1-2 pitch.
Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 3. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for the Angels. They are only able to make up a run differential of 2 runs.
Run it wing.
And that will do it. With this play right here, out at first, out at second. The final score here in this week's rBBL match, disregard that. That is a mistake. I didn't know that it was based on actual runs and not run differentials. Final score is 11-2. A good game played by both players here. Okay, we're done here. We don't need that thing to loop. But thank you all, of course, for watching. Ooh, I didn't know about this guy, Taro Tujimoto. That's my best guess at that pronunciation. I do apologize, but yes, absolutely good match by both players. Of course, the Brewers were able to come out on top. The red hot Brewers, as always. If you're wondering when you'll see the Brewers again at Match of the Week this season, well, they do play the Mariners in Week 9. They do host the Mariners in Week 9, but I don't think J.Y. Knight is. I don't think J.Y. Knight wanted to be on Match of the Week this season, which is understandable. You know, if you don't want to be on Match of the Week, that is totally understandable. But that will be a big match nonetheless, a very anticipated match nonetheless, regardless if it's on Match of the Week or not. But do stay tuned because we got some big matches coming up. For example, in the 2001 league, the other Brewers, the Blue Brewers, by Crazy Eights, and the Green Reds from Personizzle, they will play each other in 2 weeks. That'll be a very highly anticipated match because both of those teams are really good. Personizzle, of course, was he in the semifinals or was he in the I think he was in the finals. Yeah, he was in the finals for 2003. Regardless of the game, he's still a very good player. And C8, of course, giving the Brewers even more love in this wonderful little franchise called Backyard Sports. The Brewers have not won a game. Either Brewer team has not won a game, so that's very, very good. Perhaps the real life Brewers could have used some players from the. I'm sorry, Nate. That was terrible. I apologize. Yes. So the Brewers, of course, are very, very hot. So watch out for the Brewers in Week 7 when they play the Reds in the 2001 game. But that, of course, will do it here for us on Match of the Week. Remember, in 2 days, we have the charity stream celebrating BackyardSports.online's second year. That is the name of our website. You go to BackyardSports.online, you will find our website. We also have a Patreon. We also have a Discord in case you are ever so interested in Backyard Sports and want to play with some people online or just meet some people who like the franchise just as much as you do. We have a Discord for that. And of course, if you want to support these wonderful streams and make them better, make it better for all of us, we do have a Backyard Sports Center Patreon, so feel free to pitch into that. But yeah, of course, watch out for the charity stream. We do have some special guests we're going to interview, and we're going to be seeing the winners bracket final of the Gauntlet, which is the relegation tournament for Season 4 of Backyard Sports Online Action this upcoming season, so stay tuned for that. But until then, until we see each other again next time, which will be in 2 days, this is Alex saying so long for everyone here at Backyard